Hi everyone, good morning. Can you see my screen,
Morning,
everyone?
sir.
Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we
Yes.
is GoToMeeting working for anybody in the web browser because it is not working for me in web.
Yeah. So you can connect through web browser also.
Yeah, but it's not working here. It's just buffering. So I was just wondering if it is just me or anybody else is having the same problem.
It's working for me. I open in web browser only. It's working.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine. So in the last session, we discussed about question and answers, right? Technical questions, general questions, right? So which I got from different batches, different students, right? So those are very important. Before going to subject, first I wanted to clear the question and answers. That is why. So yesterday we discussed about important questions which I got from different students. Okay, yeah. So today we are going to discuss about cloud introduction. What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? And what is cost saving? So client always look for the cost saving, right? Yeah. What is cost saving? How can we? Yeah, remove the unnecessary resources, which is nothing but we can say cost optimization. Okay. Yeah. So what are those? We'll discuss. So day before yesterday, we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? What is DevOps? What is automation? Why automation? What are the tools we use in DevOps, right? So what are the core advanced tools are available current in the current market, right? So what is Kubernetes? What is Ansible? Ansible, what it will do, right? What activities we can perform you can using Ansible. These are all we covered, right? Yeah. So two sessions already completed, right? So this is third session. So this is also introduction only. Yeah. Monday onwards, practical sessions, like practically we'll see all the activities, right? So Monday onwards. So Monday we'll work on SDLC, software development lifecycle, right? So after that, we'll start working on basics, servers, networks, right? So Monday onwards, yeah, everyone required laptop. So you can prepare your laptop and the internet connectivity required. So at least 6 GB to 8 GB RAM required. Okay. Yeah, 4 GB is a bit slow. If when you connect Jenkins server, Kubernetes server, right? So it will get, yeah, normally it will not support. Okay. So minimum 6 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM required here. Okay. Fine. So anyone newly joined today, can you share your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? In the chat, can you share your WhatsApp number, email address so that we'll provide you previous recordings, previous demo recordings. Anyone joined newly today, you can share the WhatsApp number and email address in the GoToMeeting chat so that we'll provide you previous demo recordings. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So our course is a multi-cloud with DevOps, right? So not only AWS plus DevOps. Okay. Multi-cloud with DevOps. Three clouds, right? Yeah. AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Fine. So why we are going to learn three clouds here? Because every organization, every project team, they are using at least two cloud platforms, right? So why we require three clouds here? For example, in our project, we are using four clouds, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and DigitalOcean also. So why we use four clouds? So because, yeah, different costing, different customers. So for example, we have so many supermarkets are there, right? So in our city, so many supermarkets are there. Why so many supermarkets? Different quality, different costing. The same way, the same way, AWS is in first place. AWS is bit costlier, bit quality, right? So North America customers, Europe customers, most of the customers they are using AWS, right? So Azure also using North America customers, Europe customers, right? So Google Cloud, Middle East, right? Middle East, and also currently in Europe also using, right? So Europe projects, US projects, most of the project teams they are using three clouds. So three clouds are very popular. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. These three are in topmost position, right? So we have 26 more clouds are available in the market. Those are small players. Fine. Yeah, let us go with one by one. Yeah, introduction to cloud computing. Agenda here is what is cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, types of cloud computing, types of cloud services, what is cost saving, why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. This is all we can discuss today. Fine. Yeah. So what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? If anyone asks you this question, so what would be your answer? What is cloud computing? Anyone? You can chat. So I give you unmute option after some time. Okay. Yeah. So what is cloud computing? See here. This is the definition. It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. What is on-demand? What is on-demand? Anyone? What is on-demand? So on-demand is nothing but so immediately, instantly, whenever we need it. So in AWS or Azure or Google Cloud, so if any project team required any resources like EC2 servers, switches, network, storage, so we can create within 1 minute. So on demand is nothing but whenever we need any resources, that should be available immediately, instantly, which is nothing but on demand. So on demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. So normally when we want to create any physical environment, physical server, that take more time, right? So for example, I require servers. So if you want to create, if you want to configure server, physical server, first we need to procure the server with from the vendor, right? So Dell vendor, HP vendor, we need to place the order. So they deliver the server within 1 week or 10 days. After that, we can move the server to data center, server room. So we need to connect power, network, we need to install operating system, we need to install applications, patches, updates. So finally, we can move the server to production, right? That takes more time, right? So client will not give that much of time. Currently, we are using agile methodology and development. So develop project teams, yeah, they're divided into sprints. Whatever application, for example, one application development is going on, that application will be divided into bits and pieces. So that bits and pieces we can call it as sprint. So what is sprint? Sprint is a timeline. Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. So 1 week sprint, for example, one sprint started today. By next Thursday, EOD that should be completed. That is weekly sprint, right? So monthly sprint, for example, one sprint started today by 26th Jan. Next month, 25th, EOD that should be completed. Make sure that should be completed, right? Yeah. So that is a timeline, sprints, right? So while yeah, we are working on agile methodology and sprints, right? So in this case, we required on-demand infrastructure only. So if you use physical environments, we cannot achieve that. That sprints we cannot manage, right? So whenever we need any resources required for project team, that should be available immediately, instantly, within a minute, which is nothing but on demand. Fine. This is Google Drive. This is Google Drive. Where we can find this Google Drive? In Gmail, right? So in Gmail, we can find this Google Drive. So whenever you want to upload any files, you can upload into Google Drive. Whenever you want to download, you can download from Google Drive, right? Yeah. So Google Drive is available in Gmail. Fine. So when you upload any files into Google Drive, when you upload any files into Google Drive, that files will be uploaded into backend. There is a server, right? When you upload any files into Google Drive, that files will be uploaded into backend server, right? So actually, it is not a server. It is not a server. It is a data center. It is a data center, right? So when you upload any files into Google Drive, those files will be uploaded into server room, data center, Google data center, right? Yeah. So now we are talking about server room, data center, right? Let's go and discuss about this. We are talking about data center. What is data center, anyone? Data center. Data center is a, simply you can say, server room. Server room, right? Where we host all the servers, right? Yeah. So people will call it as a hub room, or network room, right? So different names, network room, right? So like this, it is a, actually it is a server room where we host all the servers, right? Yeah. So when we talk about this server room, in the server room, we host servers, network, switches, routers, backup devices, load balancers, right? So etc. Fine. Yeah. So who will maintain the servers, network, switches, routers? Respective engineers will maintain this, right? Respective engineers will maintain this servers, network, switches, routers, backup device, load balancers, right? Yeah. Now let's try to understand cloud advantages. Cloud advantages. What are the advantages in cloud? Okay. So before discussing about cloud advantages, let's try to understand physical environment. Let us take one example here. Yeah. So there is a Java project. Java project. There is a Java project. So which is a startup company. Why it is reducing this? Startup company. This is a startup company. There is a Java project. It is a startup company. Yeah. So I'm talking about physical servers, physical environment, physical server environment, right? So physical servers, I'm not talking about cloud servers. Okay. So there is a Java project, startup company, physical server environment. Okay. Yeah. So in physical server environment, so this is startup company, which is first project. So before getting real-time project from client, before getting real-time project from US client or UK client, first we need to prepare some POC. What is POC, anyone? Real-time guys, what is POC? Anyone having idea what is POC? So normally project teams, before getting real projects, what they will do? They prepare POC and showcase to client. You can chart here. Yes, proof of concept. Yes, POC is nothing but proof of concept, right? What is proof of concept? Anyone? What is proof of concept? It is a proof of concept is a proof. For example, if you want to buy any laptop or mobile, so what we will check? What we will check? So we'll check the reviews, testimonials, right? So the people who are using, we can check with them, right? So when you want to buy any laptop or desktop or any mobile, right? So the same way, when the client wanted to give any project to you, to companies, right? So they check some proof, some sample projects. So which is nothing but POC. So normally this POC client give you 45 days timeline. So when we want to prepare any POC, client give 45 days timeline. Within 45 days, we need to prepare the POC and we need to showcase to client. So for this POC, client asks you to take two development servers, dev servers, two QA servers. What is QA? Quality assurance servers, testing servers, two prod servers, production servers, right? So why we require three types of servers here? Why we require three types of servers? So because the developer develops the code in development servers. Once development is completed, testing should be happened. So without testing, the applications will not be deployed onto production, right? So we should not deploy So without testing, so if you deploy the application on production without testing, what will happen? Duplicate lines, errors will be happen. So that is why testing should be happen. Once testing is completed, so we can deploy onto production servers so that the application will be accessible through internet, right? We can access from internet, so we can host on the servers, production servers, right? Yeah, so this is the process normally we follow. So first 30 days, developers develop the code on development servers. So after that, 31 days to 40 days, testing should be happened. After that, 41 days to 45 days, deploy the code on live servers, production servers. So this is the actual process every development team follow, right? So not only startup companies, MNC companies also. So before getting real-time projects, first they need to prepare POC and they need to showcase to client. If the client is approved, then they get the real project. Otherwise, if the client is rejected, so the project will be gone. Fine. So to prepare this POC, to work on this POC, very first thing, before buying the servers, before procuring the servers, we need to procure licenses, operating system license, application license. So every license we need to procure first. So these are physical servers, right? Before getting physical servers, we need to get the licenses first. So what is the licensing period, minimum period? For example, so if you want to have any Windows license, what is the minimum period would be? Windows operating system license. Minimum 6 months or 3 months? Anyone having idea? What is the minimum period of license? 1 year. Yes, every license 1 year, right? So they don't provide 45 days. They don't provide 3 months. They don't provide, so even 9 months, 8 months also. They provide 1 year. Minimum we need to procure 1 year, right? Yeah. So the POC will be completed within 45 days, but we need to procure 1 year licenses for all the servers, operating environment, all the applications, right? And also we required one admin, right, to prepare this. We required one admin because developers will not have any knowledge to configure the servers, right? So that is why we required one admin. So after that, we required one server room to configure this. We required AC, central AC required. So normal AC also fine, but without AC, servers will not run, right? So desktops, laptops you can run, but without AC, servers will not run. So when we enter into the data center, we can see that minus degrees temperature. In that only servers will run, fine. And also we required server room security, right? And also we required network, right? These are all required. Okay, fine. Yeah, so fine. So we can spend this all these things. That is fine. But if the client is approved, it is okay. Otherwise, what will happen? This POC, I'm telling about this. This is a Java project, first project. So which is a startup company, right? So if the POC is approved by client, it is fine. Or else, otherwise, what will happen? This is waste of money, right? This is waste of money, right? Yeah. So if you have any other projects, if it is a MNC company or any established company, we can move the servers to other project. But this is startup company first project, right? Yeah. So if the POC is approved by client, it is fine. Or else, this will be waste of money, right? Yeah. So the same way, this is a physical environment. This is physical server setup, right? Now let us go and discuss about cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure. Same Java project, startup company. What will happen in cloud? We'll try to understand. So currently, now we are discussing about cloud advantages, right? So if you go with cloud servers, cloud infrastructure, what will happen, right? So these are all cloud server, cloud servers. Okay. Yeah. Same POC, proof of concept. 45 days timeline. And here 2 development servers. So whenever we need, so you can take 2 development servers, right? Yeah. So normally in cloud environment, in cloud infrastructure, what will happen? In cloud environment, what will happen? So whenever you need any servers, that servers we can create within a minute in cloud. So which is nothing but we discussed already, on demand. So which is nothing but on demand, right? See here, whenever we need any servers, that should be available immediately, on demand availability of computer system resources, right? So in cloud, whenever we need any servers, we can create within a minute. First, what we will do, we can create two development servers for first 30 days, right? So once development is completed, again we can create the 2 more servers. We no need to create at a time all these servers here, right? Because within 1 minute we can create all the servers with all packages, all plugins, all updates, everything. In cloud, within 1 minute we can create all the servers, whatever is required. So first 30 days we can create 2 servers. Once development is completed, we can create 2 more servers for QA, quality assurance, from 41 days to 45 days, 31 days to 40 days testing will be happened, right? So after that, we can create 2 more servers for production, 41 days to 45 days. So whenever we need any servers, we can create immediately within a minute, which is nothing but on demand. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So here we don't require any licensing part. We no need to buy any license. No licensing. No admin required here. As a DevOps engineer, we can create resources. So it is very simple, very easier in cloud. By single click, we can create a number of resources, a number of servers. So no server room. No server room. Yeah. No AC required. No security. Server room security. I'm talking about server room security. Right? No network. So all this will be taken care by data center like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So vendor will take care of this. We don't need to worry about this. We don't need to worry about all these things, right? So AWS vendor, Azure vendor, Google Cloud vendor, they take care of this data center licensing part, admin part, everything, right? Yeah, fine. So this is also, yeah, this is also costing, right? Even cloud also not free of cost, right? It is also costing. So if the POC is approved by client, it is fine. Or else what will happen? This is also waste of money. This is also waste of money, right? But here what will happen? In cloud, what will happen? So for example, cloud is not approved by this. Cloud is not approved this POC, right? What will happen here? So here, for example, $100 will be wasted. $100 will be wasted. So whereas physical environment, $500 will be wasted, right? So one server cost, one server, physical server costing, so minimum $6,500, right? $6,500 to $12,000 based on the configuration, right? So cloud environments, when we use cloud servers, 1/3 cost will be saved. 1/3 cost. For example, $500 here physical, here $100, right? Yeah. So these are the advantages of cloud. So when we use cloud environment, cloud infrastructure, cost will be saved and also time will be saved. So on demand, right? So on demand infrastructure, right? Time will be saved, cost also will be saved. So that is why every project team, they are using cloud infrastructure. They're migrating their applications to cloud infrastructure, cloud servers. So currently cloud is very yeah, so cloud is having very huge demand, right? Because of Cost saving, time saving. Clear it, everyone? Any questions so far? Anyone having any questions here? I give you unmute option. If you have any questions, you can ask. Anyone? Before going to next concept. In cloud advantages, anyone having any questions? You can ask now. Then we'll jump into other concepts. Is it clear to you, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
In cloud, they take $100 per year.
Yeah, normal on an average costing. I'm saying that is the example. So the POC cost, entire POC cost, just example I'm saying, not exhaust. That is not exact cost.
I'm asking, the cost is per day or months.
No. For example, these are the physical servers, right? When we procure servers, when we recruit admin, licensing we need to buy, server room we need to configure, AC we need to configure, security, server room security, network, entire cost I'm saying, entire cost. For example, I'm saying, and it is very less. Yeah, so normally it takes in dollars, thousands of dollars, right? But here I'm giving just example. Okay, so when you create servers, these servers, okay, yeah, hourly wise costing will be happened here. Hourly costing, right? Cloud servers hourly. So whenever we use the servers, we can pay the bills. Whenever we stop the server, billing will be stopped. Clear it, everyone? Online guys. Fine. Now let us go with now next slide. Yeah, we'll move to next slide. Yeah, so we discussed already here. Yeah. So when you upload any files into Google Drive, those files will be directly uploaded into data center, right? So data center, what is data center? We discussed already, right? Yeah. Now, so these are the benefits of cloud computing. See here, what are the benefits available here? So cost effective, less costing, easy to use, automation. So we can automate thousand servers also we can create within a minute. Okay, even 10,000 servers also. High performance. So because these are not physical servers, so AWS is maintaining, Azure is maintaining, right? Google Cloud is maintaining, right? So those are, yeah, those servers are physical servers, but we are accessing virtually, right? Yeah, largest cloud infrastructure, right? So whenever you want to, you can create n number of servers, right? Cloud is providing all the infrastructure in cloud data center, right? Yeah. Now here we have 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, and 4 deployment models. 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, 4 deployment models. What are those? Let's try to understand. So 5 essential characteristics. First one is on demand. What is on demand? We discussed already. Anyone? What is on demand? Instantly, immediately, whenever we need any servers, storage, network, resources, we can create within a minute, which is nothing but on demand, right? So broad network access. What is broad network access? So whatever resources we are creating in cloud, those we can access from anywhere, any region, any zone, right? So from your home, from your office, even though from our mobile also we can access with the proper authentication, right? So whatever resources we are using in cloud, those we can access from anywhere, right? So resource pooling. Next one is resource pooling. Whatever resources we are using in cloud, those we can pull it up and we can reuse a number of times. We can reuse a number of times. We can stop the server, we can start the server. We can remove the server, we can, yeah, detach the storage, we can attach the storage. Number of times you can use resources, right? Next one is rapid elasticity. What is this? For example, I'm working on database server. So middle of the activity, I'm getting some performance issue, server performance issue. So on the fly, I can increase the RAM. I can increase the storage, I can increase the network, I can increase the processing speed, which is nothing but rapid elasticity. We can increase the resources, we can decrease the resources by single click. Okay, next one is measured service. Whatever servers, whatever resources we are using, those are measured. For example, if you use server for 1 hour daily, for that 1 hour only we have to pay the bills. If you use the server for 9 hours per day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., for that 9 hours only we have to pay the bills, right? Which is nothing but measured service, like gas bills, electricity bills, how we utilize it, how we are paying. The same way, even cloud servers also, those are all measured service, right? We can pay the bills how many hours we use. Fine. Any questions in this slide? Anyone having any questions on this slide? 4 essential characteristics, right? So in which on demand, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured servers. Clear, right, everyone? Next one, service models. 3 service models are available: IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So 3 service models are available, right? So what is infrastructure as a service? First one. So for example, I want to I want to deploy Kubernetes. So I prepare a server. On top of that, I install the Kubernetes. I create a server in cloud or physical server. I can deploy Kubernetes on a server, which is nothing but infrastructure as a service. Okay. I need to prepare infrastructure. On top of that, I deploy the required tools. Okay. So next one is the PaaS, platform as a service. What is platform as a service? Okay. Yeah. So this platform already available inside of the AWS, inside of the Azure, inside of the Google Cloud. For example, I required Kubernetes in AWS. In AWS, I need Kubernetes. For example, this is AWS Cloud. I want to use Kubernetes in AWS. Simply what I can do here, I can search here EKS. There is a service. See here, Elastic Kubernetes service already available. This I can directly use. I just click here. I can use this directly. This is platform as a service. Platform already available, right? So infrastructure as a service, first one. So which is first we need to create server. On top of that, we need to deploy the Kubernetes or whatever you see here. For example, Jenkins, Docker. So I create a server. On top of that, I install the Jenkins. I create a server. On top of that, I install Docker. That is nothing but infrastructure as a service. Platform as a service means if that platform already available, provided by AWS, that we can directly use. Okay. Yeah. Next one, third one, which is a software as a service. What is this? So this is mainly for reusability, like Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon shopping site. These are all comes under SaaS, software as a service. So we can reuse a number of times, right? Which is nothing but SaaS. So these are the 3 service models are available in the market. So every platform are having 3 service models. Fine. Clear, right, everyone? Next one, deployment models. We have 4 deployment models are available. So which are private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, and public cloud. What is private cloud? What is public cloud? First we'll try to understand. So private cloud, what is private cloud? Which is on-premises cloud. On-premises. What is on-premises? Anyone? What is on-premises? Real time guys. What is on-premises? Our local data center at the actual location. Excuse me. So our local on-premises, our local server room, office floor, for example, in our office actually. So in Hyderabad office, we have local server room, local data center. in our office floor, there is a data center, right? So in the data center, we host all the private servers, our own servers, private cloud, right? Yeah. So private cloud is nothing but which is on-premises cloud, local server room. Okay. So public cloud, what is public cloud? Which is AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud. Okay. Next one is hybrid cloud. What is hybrid?
It is combination of private and public.
Exactly. Yes. Currently, people are going to office for 3 days, 3 days or 2 days, and 2 days they are working from home, which is hybrid model. Combination of both, right? So here, hybrid cloud is nothing but private and combination of private and public cloud, right? Yeah. So community cloud. What is community cloud?
It's a group of
Yeah, it is a government cloud, defense cloud. So this is high secured cloud. No one can enter into this. Okay. So these are the four service models are available in the market, right? Private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, public cloud. So most of the organizations they are using hybrid cloud. So for example, let us take HDFC Bank or Citibank. What they are doing? They are hosting their databases in their local cloud, private cloud. They are hosting websites in public cloud. So even public cloud also 100% secure. So if you host all the databases, all the applications, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, they're giving very high security. Since long, I'm working on cloud platform, 2012 onwards. So I haven't seen single security concern so far. I haven't seen any single security concern, right? So security, high security they are providing, right? So AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, this cloud platform, they are providing high security, high availability. If they are unable to provide the security or availability, what will happen? Eventually, customers will switch into other platform, or else they use physical servers, old model, old fashion, right? So that is why every cloud platform they're trying to provide high security, high availability. What is availability? Whatever applications we host on the cloud platform, whatever databases we host on the cloud platform, that should be available 24/7, right? So that is high availability. High availability, high security is most important. So for example, if any customer want to opt cloud platform, the first question is what is the security you provide? What is the availability you provide? That is why. So every cloud platform they're trying to provide high security, high availability. Clear, right, everyone? So far it is clear, right? Any questions up to here, anyone? Before moving to next slide, how to know when to use cloud service model? So currently, most of the project teams they're using cloud platform. They're migrating their applications to physical, right? So people are using, always using, because of what is the importance here? What is the importance of cloud? What is the importance of cloud here? Anyone? What is the importance of cloud here? Cost saving, time saving, right? Which service model you are asking, right? Yeah. So most of the organizations they are using IaaS, PS, SAS. Three services. Most of the organizations they are using. So IaaS, infrastructure as a service required, platform as service also required, right? Software as a service also required. As per the project requirement, we need to configure this. Fine. Yeah. Is Mr. Jeff Bezos who invented AWS platform. In 2002, AWS was born, right? So slowly, it is evaluating and it is, yeah. So they started giving services to organizations, right? Yeah. So currently is the leader in the market. So Jeff Bezos is the leader in the market, right? So AWS is the core platform, first platform. Fine. So Azure is giving competition to AWS. So AWS occupied 33% of the market share, right? So currently is the leader. If you search in Google, world richest man is in second place currently, right? So they are giving very core services, very advanced services. See here, these are the core cloud platforms. We have many platforms are there. Nearly 29, 30 platforms are there, cloud platforms. But here AWS is in first place, Microsoft Azure is in second place, and Google Cloud is in third place. So we are going to learn three platforms here. Why we require three platforms? Why we require three platforms? They are using three platforms. So every organization they are using, every project team they are using at least two clouds, minimum two clouds, because different costing, different customers, different quality, right? So for example, so different brands are there, right, in the market, different jeans, different mobiles. So costing quality, right? Same way. AWS services are bit costlier and very high quality, right? Priority customers, every customer they are using AWS services. So Azure, bit less costing and less quality. Google Cloud, less costing, very less quality. Fine. So that is why every platform, every company, every organization, every project team they are using minimum two clouds. Okay, either AWS Azure or AWS GCP or Azure GCP. Fine. See here. So these are the quadrants. In last quadrant, AWS is in first place, Microsoft Azure is in second place, Google is in third place, and Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku, so many clouds are there. Okay, they are small players. See here. So cloud computing providers, these are all providers available in the market. So these are the cloud market, these are the topmost clouds. So now let's try to understand cloud market share. Cloud market share. See here. So AWS occupied 33% of the market share. Okay. So 18% occupied by Azure, 9% occupied by Google. So currently Google is investing more on Google Cloud. They're trying to come to second place, Google. Maybe very soon they come to second place because they are increasing data centers, they are increasing resources, right? Yeah, Alibaba Cloud 6%, IBM 5%, Salesforce 3%, TechNet 2%, Oracle 2%. So other clouds also there, small players 22%. Other clouds, so many clouds are there, they are in 22%. Okay, so AWS is the market leader, is in first place, right? In our course also, first we'll start AWS. Once complete the AWS, then we'll jump into DevOps. After that, we'll start Azure and Google Cloud. So every cloud platform will go deep dive, right? So very deep dive. So if you learn three clouds, you can cope up with any project, any organization, any interview you can crack easily. Fine. See here. So cloud computing market growth. So every year it is growing like this only. Every year it is growing. Since long I'm saying 2012 onwards, the market is growing like this only. So coming 15 to 20 years, the market would be like this only. DevOps and cloud market. Because we are not using any physical environments currently. So in our project, so 8 years back, 7 years back, we used to use nearly 500 servers in our data center. 500 to 1000 servers nearly. Not sure exactly count. Okay. So currently we are using 30 servers. 500 servers we used to use. Currently we have 30 servers only because of we migrated applications to cloud. So 40% of these companies they migrated to cloud. So still 60% is there. So people are recruiting, people are, yeah. So project teams are still migrating to cloud infrastructure, right? So in a year on year, jobs are increasing, projects are increasing, right? So market is increasing. Fine. Clear, right, everyone? So this is CAGR, 14.8% CAGR, compound annual growth rate. Compound annual growth rate. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So these are the things. Okay. I'll show you course content quickly. Course content I'll show you quickly. And Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. 3 demos we completed. 3 demos so far, right? So DevOps introduction, technical questions, general questions, right? And also cloud introduction. Fine, 3 sessions completed. So 3 demos. Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. Fine. Yeah. So now, any questions so far, anyone, before going to review the course content? Similarly, prod environment in different, yes. And can we configure a dev environment on AWS and QA environment on? Yes, we can configure as per the project requirement. As per the project requirement, we can configure. What is an example of quality? Quality means, what is quality? Anyone? Quality costing. I'm saying, right? Quality means high performance, right? So performance wise, for example, if you buy any Apple mobile, so mobile is having high performance and high security. No one can hack that mobile, right? Normal mobile, less costing, less security, less quality. Quality in terms of cloud, performance, security, right? Availability, performance, security, availability, right? If you can, will we pay face interoperability issues? We are different in okay. So 80% of the infrastructure will be taken care by AWS vendor only, cloud vendor only, because they maintain physical environment, physical servers in their data center. As a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, what we will do? We'll maintain 20% one, 20% one, right? Yeah. So for example, yesterday I already shown you. This is AWS cloud. Okay. So here, if you check here, these are all regions, data centers across the globe. US regions, 4 regions are there, 4 data centers. This will be taken care by AWS only, right? So these are the APAC regions, Asia Pacific regions, Mumbai, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo, data centers, right? Canada data center, Europe data centers. This will be maintained by AWS only. We don't need to worry about physical environment. So as a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, what we will do? Virtually we can connect and we can create the resources, right? So how many hours we use the resources? For that usage, we have to pay the bills. It's kind of renting. So in 10 years back, 15 years back, if we have any function in our home, what we used to do? For example, in our home, there is a function. There was function 10 years, 15 years back, 20 years back. For example, I'm saying we used to bring all the provisions, all the items. We used to um, put one cook, right? So everything we used to arrange. So currently, what we are doing? It's on demand. On demand means catering instantly, immediately. So if you order that, they come and they serve within the time frame. They close, right? So for that uses, for that cost, for that items, we need to pay the bills, right? So same way in cloud also currently, on-demand infrastructure, high availability, high security, right? Clear, right, everyone?
Ram sir, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
You mentioned that, for example, if we are creating an application and for that we can configure a dev environment in AWS, and for the same application, we can create the quality assurance environment in some other cloud, and similarly the production environment in the third cloud. So,
Yes.
so all these clouds have to be, in sync together. I mean, will we observe any um, um, operational issues, because these are all three clouds? How will they all interact?
We have migration project, integration project. Definitely, I'll explain that. We have migration project, integration project. In that project, we go deep dive. So currently, if I explain, everyone will be confused. So I'm not using technical terms currently because
Thank you.
freshers, non-IT guys will be confused. So slowly, first basics we need to understand. Slowly, we'll move to advanced level, right? So that is why,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, while working on migration project, integration project, you'll understand. Don't worry. Clear, right? We can migrate servers from one region to other region, one zone to other zone, one cloud platform to other cloud platform, on premises to cloud. We can migrate. We can integrate. If you want to migrate any servers from AWS to Azure, you need to integrate, right? The sync required, right, between two clouds, that we can configure, right? That I'll show you practically. So all these sessions are practically we can work on, right? So in real-time projects, how we configure, the same way we can configure here also, right? Yeah. Any other questions, anyone? So I'll share with you course content. You can go through the course content. Okay.
I have
So
asked
if
a
you have any
question in the
questions, you can
chat
ask me.
box. Please,
What job roles can we apply after completion of this course? DevOps role, cloud role, or AWS with DevOps, Azure with
I mean, is
DevOps,
it like
Google
DevOps
Cloud.
engineer? Like, is architect also the same thing? Like, can we also become the cloud architect and something like that?
Yes. So our course is solution architect course, cloud
Okay.
solution architect. Okay. So nearly 40 services will be covered in AWS. It is the core architect, right? So you can clear your exam also, your own. That level of training will be provided.
Okay. So you can be
Even
like, you can
support.
apply to DevOps engineer, cloud architect, and all that stuff.
Yes. So if you need any exam support, I can provide you support. I can clear your exam. So if you want to write your own, you can prepare and you can write. That level of training will be provided.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. Any other questions, anyone so far? So Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. So whoever not added into WhatsApp group, you can add today itself, because we'll share all the information in the group only, right? Clear,
I
right?
have
So
a
we can run
question.
the course. Yeah, go
Will
ahead,
you
please.
share
Yes.
all the documents as well in the chat group?
Yeah. So we'll share with you all the documentation. We have one Google Drive. In that drive, we upload. So once you add into WhatsApp group, you will get access. The drive will
What
be
about the video lectures, the video
videos
recording?
also. Videos also we upload into Google Drive only. You can access Google Drive, right?
Okay, thank you.
Classes would be Monday to Friday. Sometimes I'll take Saturdays also. So this introductions 1 hour only, right? Once we start working on practical sessions, okay? So 1.5 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes class, live class. 15 minutes I'll give you time for asking questions, any confusions, any issues, right? Yeah, I shared my mobile number already. My mobile number is 96422111711. This is my mobile number. You can take down. Everyone can take down. So trainers, they never give their personal numbers, right? This is only the number I'm handling currently. I'm carrying. So everyone can save this number. If you have any questions, further questions, you can reach out to me. You can call me. You can WhatsApp me. If I'm in any class, I don't take the call. I can revert to you after some time. Fine. Yeah, we can wind up here. So Monday onwards, don't miss the classes. If you are interested, you can add into WhatsApp group. Once you make the feed, you will be added into WhatsApp group.
Okay,
Fine.
one question before we go.
Your
What
voice
are
is
the
very
payment?
low. Can you speak a bit
Hi,
louder?
can you hear me? Is it
Yeah, now it is
audible
fine.
now?
Yes.
Yes. So I was just asking, what are the payment options for the people outside of India?
Right. You
I've
can
seen the
make,
text message, but still wanted to ask.
yeah, you can make through net banking, credit card, phone pay, Google Pay.
Google
Many
Pay
options are there.
requires Google Pay requires your email address, and so you'll be using your email address or the Harsha's training. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, institute address is there, right? Institute email address is there. Institute details are there,
Okay, all right, I'll look into that. Thank you.
right? So you can ping me. I'll share with you again. You take down my
Okay.
number. Everyone, you can take down my number. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you can reach out to me. I'll guide you.
Thank you.
Fine? Yeah. We can wind up here. Fine. Yeah, Monday onwards, regular sessions will be started. So Monday, we'll work on SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle, which is very, very important session. Don't miss the session on Monday. Fine? Yeah. Thank you all.